So, are you ready to play some laser tag?
Let's do it.
I am very excited about this.
Kid. Yeah,
I love laser
tag. As a
tag.
kid.
I love it, and paintball. But this is a little different. If you play Pokemon Go, you might be interested. This is Father.io. Let's take a walk across to the other set over here, because joining us right now is Craig Allen. He's creative strategist with a company called Proxy42 Incorporated. Hey, Craig. Welcome to the new Screensavers. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Hey, Craig.
Thanks so much.
You must have loved it when Pokemon Go came out of the chute, the #1 app of all time.
Sure.
Because this is kind of like Pokemon Go, only with laser tag.
Very much. I mean, games are things that we've played, since the beginning of time. We like to get together, socialize, have fun. Pokemon is great because it's collecting, discovery, exploring, and certainly it shows that people are ready to play in this kind of mixed reality.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we have a game that's more about action and combat. So like you said, laser tag, paintball, it's more about putting people in a world and letting them have fun in more of an action-oriented way.
So Father.io is calling this the world's first real-life, massively multiplayer, first-person shooter. There they are on the screen.
Yep. Playing
it, but we actually have it here. You'll have to buy some hardware for your phone, is that right?
Yes, we have a thing called an Inceptor, which if you look on this iPhone
This
here,
is the Inceptor?
This is just a small little thing about the size of a keychain that kind of clips onto your phone. And why that's important is that the phone knows where you are generally, but for point-to-point targeting and responsive hitness, you need an Inceptor.
So if I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to aim at your Inceptor.
Exactly.
And vice versa.
Right.
Yeah.
Inside here, there are 2 high-frequency IR emitters. So we can shoot about 150 feet, which is further than a laser.
Cool. Wow. And aim.
And aim, and inside, outside, which is really great too. And there's also 6 IR receivers. So we have an array that you can basically take hits on the device from almost any direction.
And this is iPhone and Android, right?
Right.
All right, Jason would have to leave if you didn't have an Android.
Yeah, it was close.
He'd be angry.
I'll stick around.
So we've made up a little bit of a rig. This is a GoPro attached to a mount that's showing an iPhone. It looks bowed because it's very wide angle. It's got the Inceptor mounted on it. And I'm seeing the view that you will see when you hold up your phone. We're seeing the real world, but if you notice on the right here, let me zoom in. There's a laser gun there.
Yeah.
And I can shoot that?
Yep. Yeah, there's your bullet to shoot. And people ducking. What's great about it is that it allows you to socialize in the real world. So instead of...
Hey, who's shooting at me?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to accept that I did.
Jason!
Yeah!
And I could turn on the sniper rifle
Sorry.
and be a little Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I lost. He killed me.
Yep.
I won.
He
Okay.
killed me. What was that with the hands?
It was the
there?
acrobatics.
There's hand-to-hand combat too?
Well, eventually it's a game as a service, so we're going to start out with the kind of traditional multiplayer gaming that you would play on a console game or on a PC, where you have deathmatch, team deathmatch, dueling. But eventually we'll be able to have all sorts of games, because once the Inceptors are out there in the world, lots of different kinds of games could be played with them for interacting.
Now, you really should look at what, because it's this, you wouldn't want to carry this around, but this is really what it looks like. I have a camera attached, but the way Jason's doing it is how it's going to be, just this little lightweight thing attached to your phone. And then, do you anticipate what other gameplay elements? Geolocation, will there be? Will there be buildings be involved and things like that?
Yeah, eventually, we can pick up beacon technology, so you can create different environmental activities and experiences. And basically, it turns the real world into a game world.
Oh, man.
So, everything becomes a playground. So we'll be able to have different classes, so you could play like an attacker, but you could also play an engineer, which you might be hacking into other people's devices.
Nice. Yeah.
You could be a medic, you could be...
This is the thing that freaks me out, is attach one of these to a drone.
You can have a drone?
Sure.
Just someone sitting
What?
there.
That's not fair.
That is just so great.
Man. Now, so when are we going to get to play this?
So we're pre-ordering right now through Father.io.
You did an Indiegogo, but that's over.
No, it's still up and running, so people can still order through Indiegogo. Okay. Which was great, because not only did that give us over 650% of the goal we were looking for.
You raised $379,000. That's nice.
And that's really without advertising. It's really just the value of people connecting to the idea, wanting to play. So it validates that people will pay for it and want to be part of this kind of augmented reality or mixed reality gaming.
Are you worried about the liability of people running into the streets? I mean, people. The good news is maybe Pokemon Go took a little bit of the heat for that off of you, because everybody was concerned, and there initially were some reports of people getting hurt, but I haven't heard anything in a while. People have been pretty responsible playing Pokemon Go, right?
Sure.
So we can hope the same for you.
And again, with our game, it's really about having battlefields and battlegrounds. So people will probably go to parks. They'll have certain kind of areas that they're going to want to geofence in as boundaries.
Yeah, maybe that's the big difference, right? With Pokemon Go, you don't know where they're going to appear, and the game is dictating where you actually have to go to play it.
Right.
This looks like so much
big
fun.
difference here.
Well, and it's to me, it's really about kind of the next level of gaming, right?
Can you hide the phone behind your back and you can't get shot?
No, I mean, people are going to hack the system, right? Gamers like to figure out ways to game the system. So, players might be able to figure out things.
Don't do that. You're
just
not
put
gonna do it much
your
except-
Inceptor in your pocket and you're safe. It's good.
But we actually can detect if somebody's trying to cover the sensors.
Oh, you can.
So we can notify players that, hey, it looks like somebody's doing something not fair. And hopefully the kind of reputation scores and gamers will self-police.
You're doing a beta now. Can people get involved in it, or is it too late?
Well, we have over 130,000 people now that are playing in the closed beta, so we've hit the Android limit on that. But people can certainly sign up. We have forums. We really want to be a player-centric company. So the founder, Francesco, is on the forums. He's listening to the fans. We want to be able to have this really evolve. Where we start this fall is really just the start of being able to create an overlay on our real world that'll be as exciting and interesting as we can make it.
What do you think, Jason?
I think this is fantastic. I mean, as a kid, I had the laser tag thing. Actually, when I went home to visit my parents a couple of weeks ago, go digging into the attic looking for things that I left, years and years ago, and I'm always hoping that I'm going to find that old laser tag kit because I just loved it. This is really cool. I mean, the fact that it snaps on and can, you can play right away. I just think the augmented world for gaming is so untapped yet, and now people are starting to kind of understand what the potential is. So basically with Pokemon Go, that's just the beginning. This is where it starts to get way more immersive, and you can kind of see where this can expand to as it gets bigger too. So.
And as we have a platform, other people might code games for it and be able to have different kinds of gaming.
So it'll be an open platform.
Capture the flag.
Yeah, exactly. Capture the flag, elimination mode, defending fortresses.
You could adopt this for Pokemon Go too, actually, come to think of it.
For battles and things, sure.
Really, really cool. How much will it cost, you think, when we...
Well, the pre-order right now is you get 2 for $50, so about $25
That's not
each.
bad at all.
And then, with better, faster, cheaper technology movement and more mass production, we hope to bring that cost down even further. But it's a lot less than if you and a friend were to go to laser tag for the day, and now you have it, to play wherever you want, and the world's your playground.
And you just unclip it. You don't have to leave it on your phone.
Nope.
Right?
You just, when you're done, you unclip it, put it in your pocket, and and the phone can actually message you if there's like a game going on or a pickup match, so then you can pop out your device and go play.
What's cool about Pokemon Go is it gets you outside, it gets you interacting socially with other people, and I could see this even more so doing that.
Well, especially when you think about, it takes the stuff that you like about paintball or laser tag, but gives you an ability to have a persistent profile. So you can have your stats, your leaderboards, you can be, kind of known in your community. When you travel, you take those stats with you. So it really combines the best of online multiplayer gaming with real-world socialization.
And that's where it's really different than just the old toy that you had as a kid. I mean, you could put something on your forehead and shoot each other, but because you have the computer attached to it and you have internet connection, you can see that kind of thing like reputation points, score, and you're seeing that as well as the background behind you. I think that's very cool, very neat.
Esports is another big area of growth.
For sure.
And this is another area where we think that we could have a really great physical sport that is also an esport.
Father.io, when do you think you'll be out of beta and into the public release?
We want to be releasing in October, and we're going to be working with some retailers, so we'll be online for sales and at retail for this fall, and hopefully it'll be a must-have holiday gift.
I think at that price point you're going to do very well, right? That's about what the toy costs, probably. Very similar. Yeah. Thank you very much, Craig Allen's creative strategist with the company behind Father.io, Proxy42 Inc. Incorporated. We're seeing that number 42 show up a lot these days. I like it. A lot of
Hitchhikers.
geeks out. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of geeks. A lot of geeks out there in the real world. I can't wait to play it. That's cool.